Hey everyone, so I'm doing something a little bit different for the month of February. Since Valentine's Day is in February, I thought I'd do a love reading for all the zodiac signs. So keep in mind that these readings are general, and if you feel that this reading doesn't resonate for your sun sign, do check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well, and maybe one of those actually will resonate for you. So we're going to go ahead and do Scorpio. So Spirit for Scorpio, February 2020. Scorpio, February 2020. What do you have for Scorpios in love? Okay, for Scorpios, February 2020. Scorpios. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Moon. Second card we have is the Hermit. And the third card that we have is the Fool. So, with the Moon, the Moon can, be about, can be about secrets. It could be about fears. Okay, we have the Hermit. All right. And then we have the Fool. So I feel as though, you or your person, possibly more your person, really had some fears. Had some fears that they really just were not telling you. They were, keeping some secrets about, some fears with, they had, again, they were keeping secrets about fears that they had. They may not have told you, okay? But I feel like your person, really went into hermit mode. The thing about the hermit is that, when the hermit, takes some time out for themselves, it's to do some soul searching and come out with wisdom, okay? That's why the hermit always carries a lantern, because that lantern is, it's, it's the guidance of light, that the divine gives this person when they do, their soul searching. Okay, so with the Fool, I feel like now your person is ready to, take a leap of faith, where they, were withholding information about their fears. Now that they have taken some time out, for themselves, and now they're ready to kind of, take a leap of faith and maybe even, talk to you about, these fears that they had, and, maybe even, talk to you about, what they have discovered as far as wisdom, while they, did their soul searching, okay? And I feel like your person now, with taking that leap of faith of talking about it, also wants to, start this new beginning. So let's go ahead and see what, information we can also see what other information we can add to this. So Spirit for Scorpio, February 2020. What else can you add to this, Spirit? What else can you add to this? If this is you, okay, because this can possibly be you. Maybe it was you who, had some fears that you were not vocalizing, and you did some soul searching, and now you're ready to, take that leap of faith and, start over, okay? Again, it can go either way. It could be for you or it could be for your person. So take it how it resonates. What other information, Spirit, can we add to this? For Scorpio, February 2020. Okay, so we do have manifest, your desires are within reach, okay? Which I feel, really goes with this Fool, okay? Taking a leap of faith and, starting over, okay? We do have obsession, somebody is obsessed with you, okay? We have obsession, and then we have fork in the road. You need to make a decision, okay? So this obsession can go, can go a few ways, all right? So, let's talk about, the different scenarios that this obsession can be. So it could be, that your person, maybe one of the secrets that they had that they could not, really vocalize to you, and maybe had fears about, was maybe somebody was obsessed with them, okay? Maybe somebody was obsessed with them, and, they didn't know how to, get out of that situation. Sometimes people can be manipulating, and, and it can cause fears. Man or woman, it does not matter. Sometimes obsession can take on a beast of its own, that can sometimes be scary. Okay, again, those kind of fears has no prejudice on race, gender. It has no race on that, or no prejudice on that. Okay, so it could just be that your person, was, had fears, of somebody who was obsessed with them. Now, this could also be that, maybe your person was obsessed with you. And maybe they realized that, this obsession was not very healthy. And maybe they were too scared to tell you, okay? And so I feel like, if that was the case, that's the reason why they were scared, but doing some soul searching, and, taking some time out for themselves, and really, sinking in to themselves that, this kind of, this kind of behavior is not healthy. I feel as though, if that's the scenario in your situation, I feel like your person realized it, that, being obsessed is not healthy. They probably could have been, watching you, stalking your social media, maybe, drove by your house, maybe didn't, maybe they had, past issues with trust, and so, they, took on this obsession trait because of trust issues. And, you know, maybe they were watching you and, you know, just really looking into you. But again, I feel like with the Hermit, you know, they realized that this is not a healthy energy to be in. And so I do feel like, you know, they did what they needed to do to, you know, come out of this negative energy. Okay. Another scenario could be that, you know, maybe they were scared, you know, and was withholding that. Maybe they felt like you were obsessed with them, and that probably scared the crap out of them. Okay. You know, but maybe you weren't obsessed with them, but that's just how they felt. And so after, you know, some time alone and reflection, they realized that, you know, this isn't really obsession. This is, you know, this is just somebody who loves me and cares about me, you know. And, you know, so they had to change their perspective on how it is that you actually felt. It wasn't obsession, it was love, you know. So again, there could different scenarios there, so take it how it resonates for you. We do have fork in the road. You need to make a decision. So I do feel like, you know, after some, you know, deep reflection and, you know, deep soul searching, you know, your person, you know, realized that, you know, whether it was a karmic who was obsessed with them, or whether they were obsessed with you, or whether they felt you were obsessed with them, I feel like they, you know, took some time for themselves, and they, you know, did, you know, some soul searching, maybe even, you know, did some, did some research online on how to overcome, you know, overcome this. And I feel like they did. I feel like, you know, they could have even, you know, maybe went to a therapist and got some help, okay? Talk to somebody, you know, who gave them some wisdom. So I feel like, you know, regardless of which scenario it is, I feel like they got the wisdom that they needed, and now they understand that, you know, they can put this obsession thinking behind them, and now they can make a decision. And the decision that they're now wanting to make is they're wanting to manifest. They're wanting to manifest their desires, and they're willing to take a leap of faith and start a new beginning. So, you know, this hermit mode definitely helped them out a lot. You know, again, whether they went to therapy or just did some self-help stuff on YouTube, you know, watching videos or whatever it was, they did some work. Okay, they did some work on themselves, and they got a lot of spiritual wisdom that helped them. Okay, so kudos to this person, because, you know, they, regardless of whatever the situation was, they knew that, you know, this was unhealthy, and they needed to get some help, and I feel like they did. Okay, so let's just add a little bit more to this. For Scorpio, February 2020, Scorpio 2020. So we have Spirit of Alchemy, manifest, skill in transmutation. Wow. So we have manifest 2 times, okay? We have manifest 2 times, and then we have spirit of gold, wealth, status, and windfall, okay? So, wow. So now that I'm thinking about it, this person probably went to see, you know, a tarot reader or a spiritual advisor, and this spiritual advisor helped them, okay? Help them to understand that this obsession, whether they felt you were obsessed with them, I'm sure this spiritual advisor told them, no, they're not obsessed with you, they just love you, okay? If they were the ones that were obsessed with you and doing some unhealthy stuff, I feel like maybe they went to a spiritual advisor or a therapist and asked them to, you know, really help them to get rid of, you know, this obsession stuff, okay? Alchemy, okay? I feel like this person did some, you know, some type of, you know, ritual for themselves to help them not be in this be in that energy, okay? And if it was, you know, another party that was obsessed with them, I feel like again they, you know, could have did some magic to, you know, kind of get this person you know, away from them a bit, okay? So I do feel like, you know, they, you know, with manifest coming out 2 times, yeah, I feel like they did some type of ritual just to help them, regardless of what, you know, what scenario it is, okay? But also, I feel like, you know, now that they have, you know, done this manifestation, I feel like, you know, now, you know, they've gotten some kind of windfall that's come in, some kind of money that's come in, some kind of wealth that has come in, okay? And so now they're ready to start this new beginning, okay? They're ready to take this leap of faith, okay? So now they're able to manifest the desires, you know, their manifestations are within reach, okay? They could have also manifested, you know, this money as well, okay? They maybe could have done 2 rituals, one to help them, you know, with whatever this obsession behavior was, to just kind of get rid of it, and then maybe did a prosperity ritual so that, you know, they can have some money come in. But, you know, it doesn't have to be. Maybe they just, you know, got an inheritance of some sort, or, you know, just got a better job or whatever. But whatever the case is, I feel like now, you know, now that they feel like this obsession has healed and is no longer an issue for them, now they're ready to take a leap of faith and start this new beginning with you, okay? So let's just get some advice, some final advice, okay? Some final advice for this situation. Final advice. Final advice. Power. Yeah, see, this person did some rituals, okay? They did some rituals, but they did some rituals out of good, not out of bad, okay? They did some rituals out of good to get rid of some negative energies and to bring in some good energies, okay? You know, because again, spirit of alchemy, you know, manifest skill and transmutation. They just wanted things to really transform in their lives, okay? So the wisdom is that, you know, they're definitely, you know, trying to stay in their power, and you as well, you know, because the advice is for both, you know, for both people, you know, is to be in your power, okay? To let negative energies go and to receive the good energies that are coming for you, okay? And in this case, I'm just really seeing, you know, Magic is at work. Magic is at work here, okay? Some rituals is at work here. But again, it's not bad rituals, okay? This is good rituals. This is for prosperity and abundance, okay? And to make things better so that, you and your person can have a healthy, connection, take a leap of faith in a new beginning. So it was done for the greater good of your connection. All right. So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. Again, if this does not resonate for you, try your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, Venus. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is always in the description box. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.